is nothing wrong with your screen. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling the messaging in this transmission. We will tell you the topics you may speak about. We will remove any speech we deem unfit. We will identify and protect you from all that is evil. You need only put your full trust in us. We are the government, and we are here to help.
Hello, everybody. Hello. So I have been having some technical difficulties. So if you don't hear me, or if you're having issues hearing the intros and things like that, let me know, because just before I went live, it started wigging out and I can't hear it on my end. So I can't tell if it's actually broadcasting. So if you happen to be watching this and you're having issues, just let me know. So I can make whatever corrections might be necessary. I just want to do a quick audio check here. So it looks like my audio is working. So hopefully you can hear the video skits as well. If not, I will update it later or add them into the comments. But please let me know if that is happening. So yeah, big news this week in cause for Convention of States. So Mark Meckler and company went down. They had a roundtable committee in Pennsylvania, which is not a formal thing, but in essence, what happens with this roundtable, it's not. They just got together because there have been some issues, and I'll give you the history real quick. Gentleman named Ken Stolfer, who is the head of the Firearm Owners Against Crime organization in Pennsylvania. So they have been for years fighting against cause because they simply don't understand it and are coming up with the same ridiculous arguments against it that were made in the past, mainly the runaway convention argument. And so Mark Meckler, in true Mark Meckler form, just drops history bomb after history bomb after history bomb and really hits a home run with it. So we're going to go over that with you as well, just that little back and forth. Also, I want to introduce you guys to a documentary that has just dropped on Thanksgiving regarding January 6th. Really shows the immense government overreach that is going on. Things that the FBI has done are just outlandish, and we want to cover that as well. So before we get started with that, I do want to say thank you. We did surpass our 600 subscriber mark for YouTube, which was outstanding. We're over 1,400 followers on Facebook, but YouTube, the goal was 1,000. We've just crossed, we're more than halfway there now at 600. If this is your first time jumping on, please make sure you get to our YouTube channel and click the subscribe button. And it has not been normal for us to go live. However, I am going to be doing that from time to time going forward, just because it's a quicker way to get the information out, and time is of the essence. I have a lot going on, and I want to make sure I get this out to you. So that being said, oh, and don't forget, we are going to be rolling out an online store for Convention of States, and we have some really funny stuff to roll out. So if you're one of those people that likes to wear those kind of t-shirts like I am, then please make sure you subscribe. We'll be announcing when the store is going to launch. And now let's get on with it. So yeah, there were for this roundtable that they did. So this Second Amendment group, it was really awkward because this Second Amendment group had been everybody in the room, I guess is the best way to put it, supports the Second Amendment. So the Second Amendment group, who thought that it was going to get usurped by a Convention of States, horrifically did not understand the way that the Article 5 works, the way that Convention of States works, and even went so far as to make some statements regarding I think he said out verbatim, there's nothing in Convention of States that requires a supermajority. And I'm just like scratching my head while I'm watching this going, what the hell are you talking about? Like, it's not like Article 5 is this enormous thing. It's a paragraph. Like, you couldn't take the time to read the paragraph before you walked in. I mean, The good news here, and it does say in the article, by the way, if you're not familiar, it does say in the article that it requires it's 3/4 of the states, which is a supermajority, which is why he doesn't know what he's talking about. So I just want to throw that out there. Now, as far as Mark Meckler coming back to debunk all this nonsense that this guy said. It happened like 3 or 4 times where he got back on, made some more ridiculous statements, and then Meckler came back and knocked him around and just beat him over the head with a history book. And the committee was, you can see the way that this thing was going. This is why I say it was good news, because the committee was watching this. This is the argument between these two that have been going on for years, that have been holding this back from getting through the committee or even getting presented. And I think after this, and you could watch the whole thing on Convention of States Rumble, but after this, I got to tell you, it looks like this is headed to committee, and it looks like it could pass. According to Rita Peters, who is the senior VP of Legislative Affairs for CAUS, according to her, it can get done through committee this calendar year. So if that happens, we're in business, because then we're ready for the next legislative session in 2022 to get it passed. Right? So Pennsylvania, things are looking good for you guys. I definitely encourage you to go and check out the entire thing over at Convention of States, at the Convention of States Rumble channel. That is where it is all broadcast. So I definitely encourage you to go there and check that out. As far as, let me see what we got here. All right, so the other piece that I wanted to bring up was this capital punishment. It's a documentary. I'm going to add the links below after the stream, but there's a documentary that was released on January 6th. Now, if you're like me, or like most people that are interested in this stuff, and you've been looking for footage because you know that there must have been tens of millions of cameras out there, not tens of millions, but I was going to say tens of thousands, millions of cameras out there, right? In that day, where is all the footage, right? Where is it all? So a lot of the great footage, these gentlemen went down there knowing that it was going to be a historical day. They went down with their cameras and kind of just went to go see what unfolded. And the footage that they took really gave a story of what was actually going on, rather than this insane picture painted by this bogus January 6th committee, this partisan hack group, nonsense. When you see what really happened, we've found a lot of some of this footage before, and we've put it up in our Cash Kelly piece where we were going over the people that were still in prison and whatnot. It's actually a lot worse than I thought it was. The FBI had gone in and raided people's homes and done all kinds of crazy stuff with SWAT teams. A guy and his daughter. It's just home. A guy and his daughter. All right, he walked through the Capitol, and they show you like people walking in, walking out. The police are all standing by. They open the doors for them. People are walking in, walking out. They're not even thinking it's illegal because the police aren't doing anything. And only to find a month, 2 months, whatever it was later, they've got literally SWAT teams. They've got a guy on a turret showing up at it's unreal. It's unreal. And the reason this happened, and this happened to multiple people, okay? Dr. Simone, if you might remember from first responders, from America's first responders, they came out trying to tell the world hydroxychloroquine actually works, right? Her door was kicked in. She was arrested, thrown in jail. Like this is happening, folks, because it's an intimidation tactic. And we've been telling you about this Marxist movement for a very long time, And it's important for everyone to understand that this is how it looks. Okay, this is what happens. Stop rationalizing this stuff. Stop it. There's no reason. And the movie's $10. I think you can swing it, right? You get the movie, you check it out, you go through it, and you know what you're going to see? You're going to see disgusting displays. They took a pocket constitution, okay, a pocket constitution as evidence of extremism. All right, this is where we're at. It's just absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and it's something that we absolutely need to fight against. And Convention of States is that fight. That is where this is the battlefield. This is the battlefield. Okay, the fact that they're trying to intimidate these people. Why? Because they don't ever want to see a gathering like that again. They've got pan shots of millions of people, and when I tell you millions, like I easily thought there was 250,000 people there, but no way. It's far beyond that. When you get to see the footage that these guys put out there, it's just a vanishing point of people just going back. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And they never want to see this again. So what are they doing? They're going and finding these people after the fact, right? They're not going to do anything while the crowd's there because they'll get killed. But you can't go start shooting people in millions of people, right? But you wait till they disperse. You go ahead and let them go home, and then you start picking them off one by one and getting the message out that this is what we're going to do to you. And I can tell you, if you watch this movie and you see every FBI agent in this movie, everyone that was caught on home footage while they were doing these acts of tyranny, there's a special place in hell for each and every one of you. A special place in hell. So, guys, I hope that the stream is coming through fine. It looks a little stuttery to me, but again, this is a first run, so it may not be perfect. I did have some footage, but because I'm having the issues, I'm not going to play it. But I wanted to make sure that I got the message out about Pennsylvania cause. So that's great news on the Pennsylvania front. They're a huge piece to this. Okay, so we've got Virginia that already passed in one house. So we all know what just went down in Virginia. So looking very good for Virginia to become number 16. There's a lot of states out there that could easily qualify for number 16. Make sure you know where your state is. Go to www.thepatriotthinktank.com. Check it out. You can find the list. You click on cause, you'll find the list of where the convention, where your state is. Click on it. It'll break down the actual resolution. It'll show you how to get in touch with your representative. If you haven't signed the petition yet, there's a link on that page to sign the petition. So get yourself involved, folks. This is the battlefield. The battlefield is the legal one. It is not, there's no need, save your ammunition. It's a buck a bullet these days. There's no reason to be blowing that kind of cash. Just go ahead and let's do it the right way. We do it through the Constitution. Right. So God bless you guys. I will definitely be popping on again. One other thing I wanted to bring up, the Mark Meckler in that hour and a half long committee meeting, he sparked something in me where he went ahead and started talking about this gentleman who had pulled out from the National Archives on the runaway convention, pulled out the actual commission letters, okay, from the Madison letters regarding to give light to what the actual expectation was when they went into this convention. So with that, I went and found from the National Archives a lot of these papers, and I'm going to be sharing those with you in a future broadcast. So again, another reason to subscribe rather than have to spend the time that I did to try and find it. I'm going to go ahead and provide links to that. Those links will be on the website as well, so you can just go there. And again, we're debunking these arguments, folks. It's all about information, and it's all about getting together. So just make sure that as we go forward, tell as many people as you can, get them on board. If they've got questions, we've got answers. Reach out to us directly through the website. Leave comments on our videos. Just however you want to reach out to us, we're very responsive. Okay, so just go ahead and do it. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, both follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. We're also present on Rumble. If you're an anti-YouTube person, you can subscribe to us there. But we definitely are focused on YouTube right now. We got to get to that 1,000, and we need your help. So thank you to everybody who's already subscribed, and I'm out.